My most inspiring teacher growing up was my high school chemistry teacher, and her name was Miss K. Frances Macmillan. Even though she was tough on us, she let me know that she cared about me, and that helped me to reach my full potential.
My favorite teacher was Barbara Burns in 8th grade science. She was like the real deal Miss Frizzle. We went on field trips every single day.
So I believe that my most inspiring teacher was a lady named Miss Darrow. And believe it or not, it was because she gave me a bologna sandwich. I was doing the wrong thing. She gave me lunch detention, and she saw me sitting beside her looking at her bologna sandwich, and she cut that sandwich in half, gave me that sandwich. I ended up having an A in her class and never had a bad day beyond that because of that bologna sandwich. I'll never forget Ms. Dahl. 5th grade, ELA Social Studies.
My favorite teacher was actually my head football coach in high school. Basically, the reason I do this job is because he was a mentor to me when I was 12 years old. We started lifting, and it looked a lot like these kids do, which is kind of nervous, and they're not real sure about it. And then 2 years in, you're running them out of there when they're not supposed to be in there. And you know, he was a big influence on my life, and it has shaped everything I do now, including my career. And I have no regrets every day. I love getting up and coming to work and basically doing what he did.
The teacher that inspired me the most to become a teacher was my elementary school teacher. She lived in my neighborhood, and she was the same in the neighborhood as well as school. And she influenced me a lot to take this career path.
My favorite teacher growing up was Miss Hughes in 7th grade. She made such an impact on me just because she saw my potential.
My favorite teacher would definitely be Mr. Sorensen. He definitely found a way to make all of his lessons really interesting and found a way to relate it to stuff that we would already know.
The way I stay positive is I try every day to do the best I can with each day. There will be some challenges, there always will be, and that's how we learn things we should and should not do.
The way that I'm able to stay motivated and happy is definitely going to my teacher friends. Anytime that I feel like I need help, I'm able to go to them, and they're able to help me and give me ideas and stuff, and lots of coffee.
Have fun. This is a fun job. This does not have to be something where you regret coming to work every day. This can be so much fun as long as you stay on that positive spectrum of teaching and you make sure you're gravitating towards people that have that positivity.
Some of the tricks that I use to maintain that happy workspace and a happy workspace, not only for myself but other people, is being courteous. I want them to feel that their voice is being heard, making them feel important, making them feel that their little Johnny or little Susie, whoever they're coming in about, is important as well, just as important to us as it is to them. This is a family environment, and that we are family, and we're going to raise those children together.
So I maintain enthusiasm and keep a positive attitude by 2 things, honestly. One is I always go back to my why and my purpose. And if I'm transforming even one life, if I'm saving one kid from being in an environment that would be less than what they deserve, then I'm doing something amazing. And the second thing is this: I have a source that's higher than any and everything else that we work. And so I keep that source in mind. And if I constantly rely on that source, then the enthusiasm comes. Now, do I have bad days? Yes, but at the same time, that source is always there to keep me and support me through it.
So the way I stay enthusiastic, which naturally I'm a pretty high energy guy anyways, I think to myself, how would I want someone else to do it if it was me? You know, you want them to be excited about it. The kids want you to be excited about their lift, whether they lift 100 pounds or they lift 600 pounds like some of our kids do. They just want you to care about what they're doing. And I do care. And it shows in how they respond and the success we've had in there and the success we have with athletics. It excites me every day when I show up that other kids care about something that I care about and something they can take with them when they leave, because you can continue to lift and do those things the rest of your life.
Whenever I'm faced with challenges, I maintain my enthusiasm by reflecting upon why I decided to work in the education profession. And that motivates me to keep doing what I do.
The joy of seeing the students walk into the classroom keeps me enthused every day. No matter what challenges I may face throughout the week, throughout the day, I always remember my primary reason for being a teacher, and that is for the students.
Success for me looks like students are having fun, they're engaged, they have regular light bulb moments, and as long as they're happy and they're safe in the environment and they're learning and they're collaborating, we're rocking and rolling. That's all you need. That's all you need, really.
You know, making a positive impact on someone's life. And it can be measured, you know, by the feeling that you get when you see the light comes on and that student, that struggling student, you know, finally grasps a concept. Or when a student leaves your classroom and comes back years later and thanks you for all that you did to help them.
Some people may measure success by their data, but I measure success by my students' performance. Are they able to get along with students? Are they able to take on the role of being a leader, working with others, being a peer tutor for their classmates? So success comes in many forms.
What does success look like and how do you measure it in education? I think that's a tricky question because honestly, if you ask the legislators and you ask the Education Oversight Committee, they're going to tell you it's test scores. I think it's a little bit more nuanced than that. I do believe in excellence from everyone, and I believe that scholars can do amazing things when we give them the right environments. But honestly, if that scholar is progressing and we allow them to maximize their potential, that is success.
So I want my daughter to have all the materials, all the necessary information that she needs to be able to be successful in college or whatever she decides to do once she leaves Woodland. I want her to be able to be successful and not to struggle once she leaves.
I measure success when it comes to my students on how they are able to help the community. I like to see them take lessons that they get from their teachers here. My youngest being in FFA, watching him being able to come out of his shell and grow. I know Mr. Adberry with the band really helped Clark become really outgoing, which is awesome to see. My oldest, who just graduated, he had a litany of teachers through the governor's school and the guys here that really have pushed him and made him very successful.
What I expect for my children whenever they're in that school building, I expect for them to learn. They're going to school to learn. I expect for them to ask for help if they need it. I expect for them to behave while they're in that building. They're there to learn, and that's what they're there for. So those are my expectations, and they are pretty high. So that's what I expect of my children.
The advice I would give to new teachers, of course, is not the finances or the money. The joy of just being in the classroom, molding and shaping the minds of young children, I would encourage you as a new teacher to just hang in there. Be firm with your discipline, stick to routines because they love routines, and just follow your heart. The passion is for teaching. I would assume you are here for the students, so just keep that forefront.
I would say to a first-year teacher, close your door, teach, do what you were made to do, what God led you to do.
Breathe. Just take each day, one day at a time. Understand that these children are looking to you. Some are idolizing you. Some are looking to you for many answers. And to just know that you can do the best you can with each day, and just know that each child deserves your attention.
So my advice to a new teacher or anyone just a professional would just be this idea of trust the process. But the prerequisite for that is ensure that you have a process that's kind of rooted in best practices. But based upon that, just trust the process, stay true to it. You may have a bad day, but like those bouncy things, you go down, almost come down, but you'll bounce back up as long as you trust the process.
And teachers, I just want you to know that it takes a special person to teach our young people and get them ready for tomorrow. We love what you do, stay encouraged, and know that we're behind you, we support you.
Teachers, I want you to know that you are doing a fabulous job. It takes a special person to be a teacher. Not everyone is cut out to be a teacher, but the work and the job that you do, it doesn't go unnoticed. We can't always reach everyone, but I want you to know to keep going. Do your best to reach every single kid as much as you can. It does work, it does pay off, and I love and enjoy everything that you're doing. I appreciate you.
Teachers, I just want to say from the Missick family, we love you guys. We want you to grow, we want you to succeed, and we want to give you all the tools that we can to help you get there. So whatever you need from us, don't hesitate, reach out to us. We are here for you. We love you guys, and we want to see you keep going forward.
Teachers, you are a special kind of person. Your commitment to making sure that we are educated and that we are prepared for the real world really shows how much you care about us, and that means a lot. I know I couldn't be a teacher. I just want to say thank you, and I want to wish you the very best school year.
DD4.
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 DD4, empowering minds, shaping futures.